Air Busan's headquarters and Kimhae Airport. In international news, Israel's prime minister has warned Hamas it will end the ceasefire in Gaza and resume intense fighting if the Palestinian group does not return their hostages by Saturday noon. Benjamin Netanyahu said he had ordered Israeli forces to amass inside and around Gaza in response to Hamas's announcement that it was postponing freeing more hostages until further notice. Netanyahu did not specify whether he was demanding the release of all 76 remaining hostages or just the 3 due to be freed this Saturday. Hamas responded by saying it remained committed to the ceasefire deal and that Israel was responsible for any complications or delays. Now, taking a look at the weather, it is 정월대보름 today, and currently Busan is cloudy at 6 degrees Celsius, with snow and rain causing traffic and sleep accidents today. Up to 0.4 centimeter of snow accumulated in Bukgud, turning roads icy and prompting temporary closures at 4 high-altitude areas. Despite the morning disruptions, the Dalji Burning Festival will proceed as planned in the evening. The temperature will average around 7 degrees Celsius this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Nick Greenwood. BFM 부산영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
In Korea, people see a rabbit pounding rice cakes under a tree in the full moon. In Europe, the full moon is often described as the side profile of a woman wearing a jewel necklace. In the West, the full moon is linked to werewolves transforming from humans under its light. In Angola, the full moon's image is seen as a crouching toad preparing to leap far. So what do you see when you look at the moon? Well, hello there everybody, my name is Nick and welcome to For Your Busan.
Dance.
We're gonna kick off this Wednesday with Love Never Felt So Good by Michael Jackson.
Dance. Let me see you move.
So good, can't die if it ever could. Not like you hold me, oh baby. Love never felt so fine. Can't die above mine. Not like you hold me, and the night is gonna be just fine. Gotta fly.
So fine, and I doubt if it was ever mine. Not like you hold me, ooh baby. Love never felt so good, and I doubt if it ever could. Not like you hold me. And the night through the thick and thin. Gotta fly. see you move. Come on. Let me see you move. Michael.
And the nights that is good. Yeah, see, I can take it just baby. Every time I love you, singing on the line. And I, baby, tell me if you really love me. Singing on the line, driving me crazy, baby. Love never felt so good. So good, say all in love felt so good, yeah, so good, felt so good, never felt so good, felt so good, never felt so good.
Nothing like a bit of Michael Jackson to start off a show here for your Busan. Welcome everybody to the show. That was Love Never Felt So Good by the King of Pop himself. My name is Nick and I hope you're all having a wonderful, hopefully a dry Wednesday. Hopefully you've stayed away from the wet weather outside. Now, I did ask you, what do you think of when you see the moon? When I see a full moon, I personally see cheese, and that's because I grew up watching Wallace and Gromit. You know Wallace and Gromit, the claymation animation show? When I was a baby, I used to watch, the episode where him and Gromit, they go to the moon and they bring crackers and they start cutting off bits of the moon and eating cheese. And ever since then, I always thought to myself, I want to go there too. 나도 가서 좀 치즈를 직접 먹어보고 싶다는 생각이 들었거든요. So I see cheese, but that's besides the point, because today is a very important day, symbolically, because today is 정월대보름, the day when the biggest full moon of the year, or the first one as well, is expected to shine. Now, many people are looking forward to seeing the largest moon of the year tonight. Of course, whether we can actually see it depends on the weather. It's not looking so hopeful right now, unfortunately. But making wishes upon the moon is an age-old tradition. Now, while this makes the moon feel kind of romantic and mystical, the full moon itself is actually a completely scientific natural phenomenon. The reason the moon changes from a crescent to a full moon is due to its orbit around the Earth. As it completes one lunar cycle, the relative positions of the Earth, Moon and Sun all shift, creating different phases. In fact, the Moon returns to its original position every 27.32 days. And because of this, even if the calendar marks it as a full moon night, the Moon may not always be exactly 100% full. And as we just see, the full moon appears as a perfect round disk in the night sky. However, from a scientific perspective, it's slightly flattened. It's closer to the shape of an egg than a perfectly round sphere. But regardless of its exact shape, today marks 정월대보름, the night of the biggest full moon of the year, or the first one as well, and to celebrate various events are taking place across Busan. In Gwangali Beach, we have festivities starting at 2 p.m., followed by the traditional 달집 burning ceremony at 5:42 p.m. Haeundae Beach is also hosting performances and events from 3 p.m., with the 달집 burning also beginning at 5:42 p.m. And other celebrations will be held at Songdo Beach in Seogu and Yongho Starlight Park in Namgu. So, if anyone likes the tradition, look up to the moon, make a wish, and enjoy it. Enjoy the first full moon of the Lunar New Year. Well, welcome to the show officially, everybody. Lots of people coming in saying hello, which is great. Soinim, Michael Kim Nim. Also, you know what I'm saying about Wallace and Gromit. Michael Nim saying, 닉님, 저도 Wallace and Gromit 참 재미있게 봤습니다. Great movie and TV series. Did you see the newest one? That was quite fun. I always enjoy that. But lots of people saying hello. Michael did say at the beginning, saying 봄비에 딱 어울리는 British man Nick. 프로그램 중간중간 깨알 같은 목소리로 함께 소통해주시는 장 PD님. 그리고 언제나 반가운 포열 친구 여러분 모두 즐거운 낙타 등 위에서 내려가는 험프데이입니다. I love that metaphor. That's how I think of hump day. The camel's hump coming down. Or a roller coaster. I like how you think. Bennynim as well. Saying, hi Nick, Jang PD and all, happy hump day. Welcome to the show, Benny Nim. Good to see you. Juliet Nim as well, quite early for you, saying, ooh, 3등이네요. Yeah, you came on time. Good to see you, Juliet Nim. Hope you're having a good day so far. Soy Nim as well, saying, Nick, Jang PD Nim, 친구들 안녕하세요. Good to see you, Soy Nim. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day to you. Also, 임성환 Nim saying, 반갑습니다. Good to see you, my friend. Nice to see you after a while. Soy Nim saying, 상큼한 닉 옷 색깔이 너무 이쁘네요. 감사합니다. You seem to like all of my shirts that I wear. You know, I do have more clothes. But I just don't like to, you know, I just feel like wearing the same 5 every day. Actually, I want to get rid of them. 좀 줄이고 싶거든요. Because, you know, it's not good to have too many things. So I like to cycle the same clothes. I do wash it after every use though, so don't worry. But thank you. Juliet Nim says, hello everybody, what a nice full moon day. I wish you all have a great fortune and always be healthy. Thank you very much for your wishes, Juliet Nim. I wish the same for you as well. Great fortune, healthy, and success as well. Let's have a look here. Michael Nim also loving the first song. Yeah, of course it was your brother, right? 큰행님이었죠. Michael Jackson and Michael Kim. 2 of the same. 황 작가님 as well. Welcome to the show saying, wow, 오늘도 둠치로 시작하는 에너지가 진짜 포열 부산입니다. 에너지 가득 포열 부산입니다. Welcome to the show, 황 작가님. I hope that you are feeling energetic and ready to start. And this is a good message. Best message of the day. 소이님 reminding 장 PD는 며칠째 기다리는데 Oasis 노래 못 들어서 제가 직접 신청해요. 기분 좋아지는 Oasis whatever 신청해봅니다. I agree. Next song. 다음 곡으로 해주세요. You got it? Okay, there we go. Thank you, Soinem, for the reminder. Thank you for the reminder. Everyone, TC. Hello, TC Nim, saying, I love full moon nights, except for the fact that I suddenly sprout lots of hair. Claws pop out of my hands and feet, and I begin howling a lot. Oh, TC Nim은 늑대 인간이군요. You're a werewolf. Okay, as long as you, every 27 days, as long as you make sure to chain yourself up and keep yourself out of other people's way, we'll all accept you, even if you are a werewolf. TC Nim. Thank you for your message. Drift Monkey Nim, welcome to the show. Long time no see. I hope you're having a good one. I assume you're back in New Zealand right now. Did you have a good time on your long trip? I hope you did. Jenny Nim, hello, saying happy 대보름 날 Nick and 친구들. Happy full moon, first full moon of the Lunar New Year, Jenny Nim. Hope you're having a good time abroad. I don't think they celebrate this kind of festival in New Zealand, do they? So hopefully you can live vicariously through us. Yeah. Hopefully you can. 노루님 as well. Hello there. Saying 날마다 친구들을 만나러 오는 4시 같아요. 어린 왕자와 여우가 만나는 시간. 4시 너무 좋아요. 노루님, that makes me feel so happy. I'm glad that it makes you feel like you're coming to meet your friends every day, 노루님. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess, like you said, the little prince meeting the fox at 4 o'clock. It's good to have you here, 노루님, and I hope you're having a great day. 고수님 as well, welcome to the show. Good to see you with a 하트병. 제니님 saying, 니기 풀문 보고 치즈 생각한다니까. 여기 뉴질랜드의 치즈 브랜드 중에, I'll say it because it's in New Zealand, Over the Moon이라는 브랜드가 생각나요. That sounds great. Anything with cheese in the moon, I want to try it. I bet it's really, I think in Wallace and Gromit, it's Wensleydale cheese, which is like a British cheese. Maybe it tastes kind of similar. Cake like Tunim as well. Good to see you. And everyone else joining in right now, Choi Sung-nim saying good afternoon. It's fantastic to have you all here. I want to remind you that today's text topic is chosen by you. 네, 오늘도 for your 부산의 토픽은 여러분이 하고 싶은 이야기로 정해집니다. 여러분이 이야기하고 싶은 토픽을 보내주시면 되는데요. You can send your messages in English or Korean. Just send a message to pound 9050, 샵 9050, which will cost you 101. KakaoTalk message or a YouTube live message, which is always easier for me. Also, we have a lot of stuff coming your way. In the first half, we have Busan Is, where we bring you the latest updates and insights into the Busan news with our 6 p.m. news anchor, Hong Jung-hwa. Latin and Maria is after that. Time to share my thoughts about everything in the world and reflect how things were back in my day. Work Life Busan will end the first half, where we share advice from expert Jennifer, helping us to achieve the perfect work life in the city of Busan. And then in the second half, we have My Life, My English, where we have wonderful people from the streets of Busan. I mean, they don't live on the streets, but we find them on the streets and we interview them and we hear their story because it's fascinating to find out the wonderful people that make up the city of Busan. Quiz Master as well. Today is Wednesday, which means we have a great prize. It's Pizza Day. 피자 한 판 드리고 있습니다. All you have to do is participate throughout the show and in our Quiz Master segment. And then to end off the show, we'll have Melissa in the studio for Busan 친구 Talk. Lots of stuff coming your way. We have some more messages. We have Soynim saying, 어제, let's have a look here. 이동진 평론가 인터뷰를 봤는데 예전에 라디오를 오래 진행하셨군요. 하셨거든요. 그런데 라디오 진행이 인생에서 너무 행복하고 보람되고 기억이지만 영혼을 가르놓는 일이라서 너무 힘들어서 다시는 못할 것 같대요. 그 말 듣고 닉 생각이 나더라고요. 매일 방송해 주셔서 다시 한번 감사드려요. 아이고 소이님, thank you for the appreciation and love. That means a lot. That makes me very happy to hear you say that. Always can count on your love and support, which is very 든든하죠. I feel supported and warm, so thank you. All right, don't go anywhere, because coming up next is Busan Is.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is now 4:21 in the afternoon, and to welcome this first Lunar New Year full moon day is 홍당당님.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다. 오늘 닉은 어린 왕자, 저는 여우인가요?
그런 것 같아요.
네. 3시부터 기다렸습니다.
Yeah.
이 시간을.
It is time to have news and then some fun proverb learning. 혹시 홍당당님 오늘 무슨 축제에 가실 건가요? 아니면 행사에 가실 건가요?
뭐 항상 얼굴에 달이 떠 있어서 거울을 보면 됩니다.
She's such a smooth talker. Such a yo. I love it. I love it. Okay, let's start off with some news.
네, 오늘 부산은 새벽부터 비가 내렸죠. 그런데 일부 고지대에는 눈으로 변하면서 눈이 쌓여서 도로가 통제되기도 했습니다. 오늘 오전 8시쯤에는 해운대 반송동에서 미끄러진 차량들이 육중 추돌 사고를 일으키는 등 교통사고도 이어졌고요. 또 화명동에서는 미끄러지며 넘어지는 바람에 다리와 팔을 다친 시민들까지 있었습니다. 부산시는 해당 도로에서 차량을 우회하고 안전에 유의해 줄 것을 부탁하는 안전 문자를 보냈죠. 현재 비는 대부분 그쳤습니다. 지자체들은 오늘 저녁에 열리는 정월대보름 달집 태우기 행사는 계획대로 진행할 예정이라고 밝혔고요. 오늘 달 뜨는 시각은 오후 5시 42분입니다.
In Busan, rain has been falling since dawn and snow has accumulated in some high-altitude areas, leading to road closures. In elevated areas, the rain turned into snow, making roads extremely slippery. Around 8 a.m. today, a 6-car pileup occurred in Pansongdong, Haeundae, due to vehicles skidding on the icy roads, and there were a series of other traffic accidents as well. In Hwamyeongdong, some citizens slipped and fell, sustaining injuries to their legs and arms. The Busan city government sent safety alerts, advising drivers to take alternative routes and exercise caution. The rain has mostly stopped. Local authorities plan to proceed as scheduled with the 정월대보름 달집 burning event, which is set to take place this evening. The moon is expected to rise at 5:42 p.m. today.
네, 부산의 한 사설 언어 발달 센터에서 교사들이 아동들을 상습적으로 학대한 의혹이 제기돼 경찰이 수사에 나섰습니다. 경찰은 아동 학대 신고가 접수된 언어 발달 센터에 3개월치 폐쇄회로 CCTV를 확보하고 아동들의 피해 정황을 확인하고 있는데요. 일부 확인된 영상에서는 교사가 7살 어린이의 목을 잡아 눌러 울게 하고 또 머리를 잡아당기거나 밀고 꼬집는 장면 등이 들어있는 것으로 알려졌습니다. 비슷한 방법으로 학대당한 아동들은 확인된 수만 4명으로 알려졌고요. 해당 센터 측은 교사 2명을 퇴사 처리한 상태입니다. 현재 관할 구청도 이런 내용을 확인하기 위해서 조사에 들어갔습니다.
The Busan National Police Agency said on Wednesday that it is investigating a language development center where reports of child abuse were received. The police have secured 3 months of closed-circuit CCTV footage from the center and are checking the circumstances of the children's victimization. Some of the confirmed videos reportedly show a teacher grabbing a 7-year-old child by the neck to make him cry, pulling his hair, pushing and pinching him. At least 4 other children were reportedly abused in similar ways. The center has suspended 2 teachers from their jobs. The local district office is investigating to confirm the allegations.
네, 부산시가 하수구 악취 지도를 작성하기로 했습니다. 부산시는 2020년 생활 악취 저감 및 관리에 관한 조례를 제정하고 하천과 하수관로 등 생활 악취 실태 조사를 해왔는데요. 그 결과 함유식 하수관로에서 악취 민원이 주로 발생하고 그 원인은 하수관로의 퇴적물의 부패 때문이라고 분석을 했습니다. 부산시는 우선 악취가 심한 광안역과 서면, 해운대수욕장, 해리단길 등 6개 지역에 105억 원을 투입해 하수관로 준설 작업을 추진할 계획입니다.
The city of Busan has decided to create a sewer odor map. Busan enacted the Ordinance on Reduction and Management of Living Odors in 2020 and has been conducting surveys on living odors, including rivers and sewer pipes. The survey found that odor complaints mainly occurred in combined sewer pipes due to the decay of accumulated sediments. To address this, the city plans to invest 10.5 billion won to dredge sewer lines in 8 areas with severe odors, including Gwangan Station, Samyeon, Haeundae Beach, and Heridankil.
네, 부산시는 올해 공공심야 약국을 모두 16곳으로 확대 운영합니다. 운영 시간은 매일 오후 10시부터 다음 날 오전 1시까지 3시간입니다. 공공심야 약국 모집이 어려운 기장구는 요일제로 운영하게 됩니다. 공공심야 약국은 2021년 4곳을 시작했고 점점 확대되고 있고요. 지난해는 14곳이 지정됐죠. 운영 정보는 응급의료 포털과 119 전화 상담을 통해서 확인할 수 있습니다.
The city of Busan announced on Wednesday that it'll expand its public late-night pharmacies to a total of 16 locations this year. The hours of operation will be 3 hours every day from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. the next day. Gijang-gun, where it is difficult to recruit public late-night pharmacies, will be operated on a day-of-the-week basis. The number of public late-night pharmacies started with 4 in 2021 and gradually expanded to 14 last year. Real-time information of the operation of public late-night pharmacies can be found on the emergency medical portal www.e-gen.or.kr and by calling 119.
네, 부산 소식 전해드렸습니다. 자, 오늘 한 해 첫 보름달이 뜨는 날이잖아요.
예.
정월대보름. 오늘은 속담과 정월대보름의 풍습에 대한 이야기로 준비했습니다.
저는 정월대보름에 대한 풍습을 잘 모르거든요. 뭐 설날에 세배를 하는데
네.
보름달에 뭐 무엇을 특별한 거 하나요?
네, 여러 가지 있어요.
달집
네.
하는 거 아는데.
달집.
그죠.
달집 태우기.
오늘 하는 그런
오늘.
축제가
네네,
있는데.
그렇습니다.
Okay, so please let's begin.
네, 일단 먼저 속담 한번 해볼까요? 속담의 뒷부분을 완성하는 건 조금 애매해서 일단 앞부분을 채워주셔야 돼요. 오늘은
오케이.
어떤 동물입니다. 힌트.
동물. 오케이.
네, 어떤 동물 누가 보름 쇠듯 한다.
근데 밑에 보기가 있는데
네.
이거
보기 드릴까요?
원래 삭제하려고 하는 거.
네. 너무 쉬운 것 같아가지고 일단 보기는 드릴까요?
보기 주세요.
1번 개, 2번 소.
3번 닭. 닭이 없나요? 모르겠어요.
누가 보름 쇠듯이 한다. 보름을 지내는 것처럼 이 동물이.
둘 다 안 지낼 것 같은데요. 그냥 동물이니까. 예. 모르겠어요. 소.
소.
무.
땡.
땡. 개인가요?
개.
개?
개.
개 보름 쇠듯한다.
개 보름 쇠듯 한다.
개는 왜 보름을 이렇게 셀러브레이트 할까요?
개. 그런데 이 속담의 뜻 여러분 한번 찾아보시기 바라고요. 저는 이 풍습이 너무 신기해서 한번 찾아봤는데 오늘 정월 대보름에는 개에게 음식을 주면은 1년 내내 파리가 꿰고 개가 약해진다고 믿었대요.
그래서 음식을
안 준대.
안 준대요?
오늘은 네.
불쌍하다.
지역마다 달라서
네.
또 오후에 먹이를 주는 지역도 있었다고 하는데 또 다른 속설은요. 개랑 달이 약간 사이가 안 좋아서 왜 개가 막 달 뜨면 왕왕 울고 한다고 하는 것처럼 개가 달을 잡아먹는다 뭐 이런 속설도 있어서
이건 좀
옛날
사례진지
이야기가
좀 많이
있습니다.
된 그런
네.
풍습인가요?
그러나 지금의 2025년의 개는 오늘 아침도 먹고 간식도
그렇죠.
먹고 네.
잘 살고 있죠 요즘에.
먹었을 거예요.
옛날 풍습이죠.
네, 그럼 배고픈 날인가요? 개는?
생각만 해도 좀 마음이
네.
아파요.
개 보름새 된다.
오케이.
속담이 있고요. 네, 자, 두 번째 정월 대보름 속담입니다.
오케이.
정월 보름달을 먼저 보는 사람은
모든 소원들이 이루어진다.
오,
맞아요?
네 비슷해요. 거의 같아요.
늑대 인간으로 변한다.
땡.
모르겠어요. 그럼.
네, 맞습니다. 정월 보름달을 먼저 보는 사람은 복을 많이 받게 된다.
비슷하네요.
네,
네,
소원도 뭐 다 이루어지고 복을 많이 받게 된다.
그럼 이 가장 먼저 보는 사람이라는 말인가요?
네.
이 달에 많고 많은 사람들 중에서 가장 먼저 보는 사람만 복을
우리
많이 받는
가족 중에
건가요?
먼저 혹은 친구 중에 먼저.
오케이. 그런 범위가 있군요.
네. 경쟁자는 나로 하면 내가 먼저.
So the first person
네.
to see the first full moon of the Lunar New Year
네.
has lots of luck. Has lots of luck.
네.
근데 이 댓글을 보니까 많은 분들이 이 첫 번째 질문을 많이 모르시더라고요.
네, 저도 개 보름 쇠듯한다. 개에게 밥을 왜 안 주는지도 속상했어요. 그래서 왜 밥을 안 줘? 하면서 찾아봤는데 개 보름 쇠듯한다는 정월대 보름의 속담이 있더라고요.
오케이.
재밌어서 가져왔습니다. 자, 세 번째는요. 자, 정월대 보름의 풍습입니다. 정월대 보름 이른 아침에 한 해 동안 각종 부스럼을 예방하고 또 치아를 튼튼하게 하려는 목적으로 호두나 은행, 잣 이런 견과류를 어금니로 칵 깨물게 하는 풍습이 있거든요. 여러 가지 중에서 이 풍습을 뭐라고 할까요? 오늘은 특별한 정월대보름 퀴즈입니다. 그래서 보기 가져왔어요. 너무
부스럼이
어려워서.
뭐죠? 부스럼이 뭐예요? 부스럼이라고.
부스럼 각종 피부병.
오케이.
네.
오케이.
근데 이
모르겠어요.
부스럼과 되게 비슷하다 정답이.
그래요?
네, 보기 드릴게요.
부스러기.
1번 부럼 깨물기,
아니에요.
2번 손가락 깨물기.
손가락 깨물기 제가 원래 했던 그런 습관이 있었거든요.
정말
그래서 A일 것 같아요.
맞습니다. 부럼이라고 그래요. 부럼. 이 견과류들을 딱딱한 것을 탁 깨물면 그 깨지는 소리가 뭔가 이렇게 탁.
부럼은 영어로도 그런 단어가 있거든요. 약간 차를 운전할 때 그런 의성어가 있거든요. 브럼. 부럼. 너무 재미없어요.
네. 부럼 깨물기가 있고 그리고 더위 팔기라는 풍습도 있어요. 아침에 예를 들면 지나가다가 제가 닉
예.
대답하잖아요.
예.
내 더위 사가라. 그 해의 더위를 닉한테
들어봤어요.
파는데
들었어요.
안 팔겠습니다.
뭐요?
네, 방송한다고 고생하시는데 제
그죠,
더위까지
그죠.
팔면
너무
너무 힘들잖아요.
너무 핫.
그래서 올해는 저는 더위 아무한테도 안 팔았어요. 온전히 제가 그냥 가지고 가서.
오늘 많이 배웠습니다. 되게 재밌었습니다. So today we learned a little bit about the first full moon of the Lunar New Year. The phrase 개보름 쇠듯한다.
개보름 쇠듯한다.
Also 정월 대보름을 먼저 보는 사람은 복을 많이 받게
받는다.
된다. 많이 받게 된다. And then 부럼 깨물기.
네.
라는 것도 있더라고요. Very interesting, and it seems a lot of people seem to learn something as well. Michael Kimnim says 부러우면 진다. 부러우면 I get it. That's funny.
네.
That's good. That's good. 고수님 saying 더위 안 팔아요?
안 팔아요.
Everyone wants to buy it. Everyone wants to buy your heat. Thank you so much for today. 오늘 와주셔서 감사합니다.
감사합니다. 내일 뵙겠습니다.
All right, so we're going to take a song break. This was requested by Soinim, and it's long overdue. So thank you for this. This is Whatever by Oasis.
Whatever I choose, and I'll sing the blues if I want. I'm
That was Whatever by Oasis from their first album, I believe. Great song. Thank you, Soinim, for the forced request to finally play some Oasis. My favorite band, so thank you for that. Soinim says, 드디어 듣는 Oasis 감사합니다, 장PD님. And Sangyun님 came in saying, finally, Nick and my favorite artist, Oasis. Sangyun님, you got style, for sure. You know, when they come to Korea, I think this year, I would love to see them, but I doubt I'll be able to buy tickets in time because the ticket sites will just be, you know, 난장판, right? It's going to be difficult to buy them. So if I can get tickets, I'll go, but I won't sweat it. Anyway, welcome back everybody to the show. It is 4:39 in the afternoon. Lots of messages coming in about birthdays as well. Apparently we have a lot of February babies. Ponim is their birthday tomorrow, but because it's their birthday, they're not coming, they said. Well, Ponim, I hope you have a great day tomorrow. Go and do something you love. Go and have fun. Enjoy the day. And congratulations on making it around the sun one more time. And then, yes, you're correct. My birthday is also in February, the 22nd. Good memory, Soinim. Lots of people have very good memory. I try my best to remember details about people, but oftentimes I will forget, so I do apologize if I don't remember everything. But I'll remember it's Pornim's birthday tomorrow, and some other people as well, if I can find the messages. Yeah. Lots of good memories. I like this. People remembering each other's birthdays, which is really, really good. And Pornim saying, 닉 생일 땐 저도 함께 축하할게요. 닉 생일 외우기 쉽네요. It is easy, right? Yeah, 222. That is pretty easy. Yours is kind of easy, 213. That's kind of easy too, right? Yeah. I just hope your birthday never falls on a Friday, because then you'll have an unlucky birthday for sure. Summonim, welcome to the show. Good to see you here. Happy Wednesday, Summonim. Pengso Appanim as well. Good to see you, my friend. Saying that they love 콩나물. Oh, is that today's text topic? Ah, that's why people are talking about it. I always get confused. Okay, I'll read you today's text topic. Today's text topic is 오늘은 정월대보름입니다. 오곡밥과 나물을 먹는 날인데 여러분이 가장 좋아하는 나물은 무엇인가요? What is your favorite 나물? And like people have discussed in the comments, I guess 나물 is like vegetables. Someone said seasoned vegetables. Yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah, 나물, it kind of feels like 나물, like stringy vegetables. Would you say it's mostly like vegetables that are kind of like 반찬용? Is that right, Chang PD? Is that the kind of 나물 is kind of like the vegetables you use a lot for 반찬?
Yeah, and sometimes for bibimbap too.
And for bibimbap, yeah. Oh, they are technically vegetables. Maybe garnishing vegetables. I have no idea. Just call it 나물, I guess. Yeah, it's difficult to translate that word. Pengso Appanim saying that they love 콩나물. I think they said that. What do they say? Oh, I have to. Sorry. Okay, 콩나물이요. 사실은 콩나물 국밥 좋아하는데 요즘은 잘 안 먹어요. Oh, do you prefer 돼지국밥 now? I like 콩나물 국밥 as well, but I have to put a lot of 새우젓 in it because sometimes it's a bit bland for me, so I have to put a lot of salty 새우젓, and then it makes it absolutely delicious. I have a question for you as well. Our producer asked, are French fries a vegetable? 감자튀김은 야채인가요? 저는 아니다라고 생각했는데 he's saying why? It comes from a potato. 그냥 포테이토 막 잘라서 만드는 건데 야채잖아요 라고 하셨는데 이제 생각해보니까 vegetable이긴 하네요. But I would never consider it a healthy vegetable. Like, I don't eat French fries and think, I'm eating lots of vegetables, so healthy. Because you fry it, right? You deep fry it. I guess the same with bread. Technically, it comes from grains, you know, which I guess is a type of vegetable, but then you make it into bang, which is not as healthy. Anyway, let me know. Start a debate. But we're running out of time. So let's move on to our next segment. Don't go anywhere.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is now 4:43 in the afternoon, and we are here with Jennifer.
Hello.
How you doing? We've got
Good.
time
It's
to-
wet outside.
It is. I hope you didn't slip over, because there have been people who have been slipping today and injuring themselves.
really?
Yeah, there were some reports.
Is it slippery outside?
When the rain comes, it can get quite slippery, so I hope you're staying careful.
I stayed indoors.
Good, that's the best option. Before we start, I'll ask you today's text topic question. What is your favorite type of 나물? 가장 좋아하시는 나물은 무엇인가요?
나물. I don't know what you call it in English, but I love 고사리.
고사리 is very common.
Yeah, but you
it's
don't
the brown
see it.
one, the brown
Yeah.
stringy. Yeah, it kind of looks like 나무 뿌리.
But I haven't seen like 고사리 in other countries.
You know, I can't speak for other countries, but in places like England, we don't have like 나물.
No.
나물 같은 게 없거든요. It's just
Spinach.
like spinach, sprouts, cabbage,
Yeah.
tomato. The basic.
The basics.
Yeah, none of the interesting,
Yeah.
you know, like...
고사리 I haven't tasted in other countries.
yeah, it's going to be difficult to find. One of the best things I ever ate in Korea was 한채 bibimbap.
산채 비빔밥.
And it was so good because so much 나물
Yummy.
goes into it. I've never tasted those 나물s before.
Such healthy dish.
Yeah, yeah. Well, welcome to the show. You're here to talk about work life in the city, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, how are things so far?
Things are going good.
Are you enjoying the day?
I am enjoying the day. I'm inside. I did walk to work, but the good thing is it's not as cold as yesterday.
It's very mild outside.
It may be wet, but it's not freezing.
It's wet, but it's stopped raining.
Yes, thankfully for sure. So, what are we going to be talking about today?
You know, one thing I've been thinking more and more about lately is how competition plays a role in the workplace. A little bit of competition can be great for motivation, but it can also create unnecessary tension if people overly focus on personal gains rather than teamwork.
Yes, I agree. When handled well, competition can push employees to do their best and help the whole team grow. But when people stop communicating and prioritize their own success over collaboration, it creates these silos and damages workplace relationships.
Are you the kind of person who's very competitive?
I am, unless it's a teamwork project. So when I did 4 p.m. duo, I was with David and
yeah.
other people.
Right,
I was never competitive then. I wanted to share.
Yeah.
But if it's a
Cooperate.
개인 프로젝트라면, then I'll be competitive.
Yeah.
You?
Me too.
You too?
Me too. I'm the same way. That's why we are going to talk about collaboration and competition. And sometimes even when a project is successful, people forget that it wasn't just their effort alone.
Yes.
It was the
yes.
teamwork and cooperation of many colleagues that made it possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So it's definitely see this a lot of times. Not everyone sees it this way.
Yeah,
though.
they want to take all the credit
Yeah.
for themselves, right?
They do. They want that promotion. They want that pay rise. They want that glory, right?
Right, they want all the glory and praise.
Yeah.
So today we have two stories that highlight the impact of workplace competition. One about a manager who took all the credit for a team effort, and another one who shared the success and inspired their team.
Oh, that's the worst. The manager
first
who's
one,
the
yeah.
head, and they take the credit because you can't do anything because I'm the big boss, you know.
It's unfair.
Yeah, that is unfair.
Yeah. So let's go to the first story. The first story comes from Minji, and I'll read what she has to say. Hi, my name is Minji, and I work in the finance industry. Recently, my team participated in an international investor relations event. Our team leader was the one who delivered the presentation, but the entire team worked so hard behind the scenes to make it successful. We spent 2 weeks preparing the materials, fine-tuning the data, and rehearsing every detail. The presentation went really well, and we were all very pleased. Our team leader even received an award and a cash bonus from the company. But here's the problem. He didn't acknowledge our hard work at all. He accepted an award as if it was entirely his achievement and didn't even bother to thank us. It was frustrating and disappointing. It made me wonder, why should we work so hard if we won't be recognized for our efforts?
Ooh, That sounds incredibly frustrating.
Oh, it's irritating.
You know, even at the Oscars, the Oscars상, they thank their managers and their co-actors.
There's so many people.
There's so many people to thank, but if this guy can't even thank his team, that, you know, Minji and they all put in a lot of effort, but their contributions were overlooked.
So recognition is so important in the workplace. When a leader takes all the credit without appreciating their team, it can seriously hurt morale and motivation.
That's definitely true. And a great leader understands that success is a team effort and makes sure to share the recognition. So, what advice would you give to Minji in this situation? 신고하기.
신고하기는.
No, I would. Okay. What would you give?
Well, first I would say it's okay to feel upset. This is a valid frustration. She's not being like overly sensitive. But rather than letting it build up, Minji and their team might consider addressing it in a constructive way. Maybe the boss doesn't even realize it, that he did it. 그냥 눈치 없는 사람 아닐까요?
그럴 수도 있죠. Yeah.
If direct communication with the team leader isn't possible, they could bring it up in a team meeting by highlighting the group effort in a positive way. Like, I really appreciate how everyone pulled together to make this project successful. You know, this could subtly remind the leader that it was a team effort. So 약간 눈치를 주는 거죠.
That's a good point. Although I do question if he's worked his way up to the managerial position, you gotta somehow know that you have a team because you manage that team.
Yeah.
And if you haven't given them any credit so far, I hope it is just a Nuchi issue and that they can, you know, realize that they were being kind of insensitive and then credit their staff.
But getting all this cash award.
Yeah, you gotta share that. You gotta share that
all
out.
to himself, so makes him look so greedy.
Right. It makes me think, you know, so many people win these Nobel Prizes. And I'm sure, you know, they deserve it. They're very well earned. But then the people that helped them to get that Nobel상, do they, you know, it feels like they don't get mentioned, maybe. Maybe they do.
That reminds me, one of the Korean actors, I think his name is like Hwang Jung-min, I'm not sure, it might be wrong. He received an award and he said something like, it was all team's effort. 저는 차려진 밥상에 뭐 젓가락만 왔을 뿐입니다. He said something like that. Yeah.
That is the epitome of 겸손, right?
No,
that's awesome.
right.
That's awesome. That's good. And I think the manager should definitely be like this.
Yeah. And for anyone in leadership positions listening, please remember that a simple thank you can go a long way in keeping your team motivated and engaged.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
그 팀 분위기가 달라지는 것 같아요.
Right. And if possible, if you got a big prize, you know, share the wealth, right? Share
Yeah, why not? Oh, go for samgyeopsal.
Exactly, yeah.
Fried chicken.
Yeah. So that brings us to our second story, which is the opposite of Minji's experience.
Oh, I'm glad the opposite one comes.
Yeah. This story comes from Jisoo, who had a very different kind of team leader. So here is the story. Hi, my name is Jisoo, and I work in a marketing team. Last year, we completed a major project that exceeded everyone's expectations.
Yay.
Our team leader played a huge role in guiding us through it, and because of the project's success, she was eligible for a big performance bonus. Oh, wow. But instead of keeping it all to herself, she negotiated with the company to distribute part of the bonus among the team.
Wow.
She also made sure to publicly recognize everyone's contributions in front of upper management. I was so touched by her generosity and leadership. It made me feel truly valued as an employee. And because of that, I feel even more motivated to support her and work harder for our team. I feel so lucky to be working together with such a great team leader.
Oh, that's an amazing example of leadership.
What a legend, yeah.
And it's heartwarming to hear about managers who truly value their team and show appreciation in meaningful ways. 그 매니저님이 똑똑하신 것 같아요.
Yes, right. Boosting morale
Yeah.
and, you know, it's better to share the wealth and then have a good team.
Yeah, she's able to look at the bigger picture.
For sure, yeah.
Right?
She understands that when a team succeeds, it's not just her, it's everyone's hard work, right?
And now everyone will be working even harder.
Yeah. I totally agree. Everyone's going to be working harder. Everyone's going to be working better. But do you think now in the future, all of the staff will expect constant sharing of rewards?
Maybe.
Will there come a point where the manager thinks, okay, you didn't 거야. It seems like they have an amazing manager.
They should also have a chance to work with a different manager, the one before.
Then they'll appreciate how
Yeah.
good this manager is. Right.
It just goes to show that the way leaders handle success can have a huge impact on workplace culture.
Yes.
When leaders are generous with recognition, it creates a positive and motivated team environment.
Yes, it definitely does. You know, I must imagine, I've never been a manager of a group of people, but I can't imagine it's easy because you do have to do a good job, you have to show results, but you also have to please your team. So it takes a lot of skills to be a good manager.
It's not only a managerial position. I think it goes for like any leader, even in school project. Yeah, if you're a team leader, you gotta set a good example. Yeah.
For sure. I was a terrible leader at school. I like to kind of
Why
sit
do you
back.
say that?
Because in school
Oh.
projects, I used to say, you do the work. I'll just take some
Okay.
credit. You know, I was quite a lazy student.
I was just chill.
Yeah, a bit too chill, I think. Really interesting two stories. So hopefully, I think the second one didn't need any advice. The second one was great.
No.
But thank you for bringing these to us, and we hope that everyone listening has a great life in Busan.
Oh, I hope so too.
All right, I'll see you next week.
Okay, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, everyone, we're going to end the first half here, but don't go anywhere because we'll be back at 5. I see lots more people commenting. Jinli-nim, welcome to the show. Manakdo Yongah-nim, Sudokshon-nim as well. Good to have you here. I'll see you in a few minutes.
부산 영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
부산 글로벌 도시재단 대표이사 전용호입니다. 부산은 대한민국의 굳건한 성장 동력으로서 물류, 금융, 영상, 관광, 문화, 디지털, 첨단 산업의 중심지인 글로벌 허브 도시로 나아가고 있습니다. 이를 위해 부산 글로벌 도시재단은 부산을 대표하는 도시 외교의 플랫폼을 지향합니다. 세계 평화도시 부산의 브랜드를 강화하는 부산 UN 위크와 부산 글로벌 도시 포럼, 유라시아 도시 외교단, 개발협력 포럼, 그리고 세계 시민축제는 부산의 소프트 파워의 상징으로 자리매김하고 있습니다. 부산 영어방송도 시민과 함께 영어하기 편한 도시, 세계와 경쟁하며 더불어 살아가는 부산을 만들어가겠습니다. 시민이 행복한 글로벌 허브 도시 부산, 부산 글로벌 도시재단이 함께합니다.
We are
the firefighter duo.
Winter is so dry. Let's prevent fire by keeping these 3 rules. If you take caution, you can prevent a fire.
The number one cause of fire in winter are electric blankets. Take special caution with highly flammable materials such as memory foam, toppers, and bedding.
Number 2, having too many appliances on the power outlet is dangerous. Always unplug all the appliances that you're not currently using.
Number 3, check the heater is off before leaving the house. Leaving it on for an extended period of time can cause a fire.
Let's all take part in preventing fire and have warm and safe winter this year.
Tune into BEFM 부산영어방송 for an emergency broadcast.
This campaign is brought to you by BEFM 부산영어방송.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까? 원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요? 포열 부산.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
Guys, this is Jenny, and yes, welcome back. Today we got our new guest, so let's say hi. Hello, hello.
Hello. My name is Ji-eun Ho, and I live in Cheonggan, Busan. I was born and raised in Busan, and now I have a husband and 8-year-old son. When I was a university student, I lived in Canada for a year, where I studied English and worked. After returning to Korea, I worked at a trading company and later at a university for about 8 years.
Wow, nice to meet you, Ji-eun-nim. Nice to meet you. And how did you get to know about this BEFM?
When I was in high school, my English teacher introduced me to the Busan English broadcast. She was like a role model for my future dreams. She was fluent in English, and her confidence truly inspired me. She told me that listening to English broadcasts regularly would help me stay updated with the current news and naturally improve my English skills.
Right.
So I started listening to them from time to time. But however, at that time, my English skills weren't strong enough, so it was quite difficult to fully understand everything.
All right, first of all, thanks to your high school English teacher. Such a wise teacher. So, your high school English teacher told you to listen to this Busan English broadcasting to improve your English skill.
Yes.
Right? Okay, thank you so much to your high school English teacher and also to you. Thank you so much for listening. All right, then I also wonder, how did you get to learn English for the first time?
As I mentioned earlier, my high school English teacher played a big role in my life. I wanted to be someone who could speak English well, just like her. So I dreamed about traveling and working abroad. At the time, it seems like an impossible idea. I studied hard and pushed myself. Eventually, I had the opportunity to live and work in Canada.
Wow.
Later, while working at a trade company, I also communicated with people from different countries through phone calls and emails, which further motivated me to improve my English.
Wow. So you pushed yourself and you just tried it.
You just try to learn them. And also you've got a chance to work and study English abroad in Canada. All right, so that's how you've got to learn English properly for the first time. All right, then I also wonder, since you said you have lived abroad for a year, were there any moments you felt proud of yourself or maybe finding it beneficial through speaking English?
Yes, living in Canada and learning English first-hand was definitely the most memorable experience for me. The experience was meaningful because it allowed me to understand the different cultures through my own experience. Of course, there were many embarrassing and interesting moments along the way, but those challenges helped me improve much faster. Also, meeting foreign friends and traveling to different places gave me unforgettable memories. I'm grateful because experiencing diverse cultures backgrounds helped me develop an open mind.
Right. Gaining a new experience and unforgettable memory was one of the things that you felt proud of yourself, right? All right, then I also want to ask you, well, this might be a very important question for our listeners, maybe. Are there any tips or maybe little tidbits for studying English?
I believe there is no shortcut to learning English. As
that's
everyone knows, the key to study English is listening a lot, speak without hesitation, and keep repeating over and over again.
Right.
I used to watch the dramas and movies frequently to get used to natural English and memorize useful expressions. My favorite dramas were Modern Family and About Time.
Wow!
I think I watched them more than 10 times.
More than 10 times?
And these days, I use ChatGPT. Speaking practice was always difficult for me, but ChatGPT is a smarter language partner that makes me learning fun and interesting.
That's right. All right, so you gave me two different ideas of learning English. Like, first of all was to watch some dramas in English, right? Such as Modern Family or About Time. And I also suggest you guys to watch those because it never gets bored. So try on them. Well, not only for these two dramas, but you can go for other dramas that you like. And also try to use ChatGPT, right? You know, sometimes I do also use them to check on my English. So yes, try to use ChatGPT to learn English. And thank you so much for sharing your little tips. Thank you so much. All right, then this will going to be our very last and the most important question. I wonder, what lies ahead for your English journey in the future?
To be honest, I don't have a specific goal, but I just hope I don't forget the English I've learned so far. If I don't keep studying, it's easy to forget.
That's right.
Since I live in Korea, it's not always easy to stay motivated to keep learning English. Anyway, my goal is to keep listening to great English broadcasts like this program every day.
Yay! The most perfect answer for today. All right, so you don't have that specific goal yet, but it's okay because your goal was to just keep on studying English and do not forget your English that you know, right? Yes, I'm sure you can make it. And yes, listeners, this was all about today's interview with Jiun-nim. And once again, thank you so much for being my interviewee today. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, listeners, so see you next week and goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you, Jenny, for bringing us My Life, My English. Today we had Jian Hong, a Busan native living in Cheongwan, with her husband and 8-year-old son, who studied and worked in Canada for a year before spending 8 years at a trading company and a university. She first discovered Busan영어방송 in high school through her inspiring English teacher, who encouraged her to listen to improve her language skills. And motivated by a dream to speak English fluently, she pursued opportunities abroad and later used English professionally in business communications. Living in Canada was said to be one of the most rewarding experiences for her, and she said she doesn't have strict English goals. She just wants to maintain her skills and encourage her son to learn while enjoying BFM broadcast. I think that's a great story. Her English was absolutely incredible, and I love the passion And I really like not setting huge goals, right? I'm not a big goal setter myself, so I vibe with that, I resonate with that. Maybe small goals, but nothing too grand to stress you out. And that was today's My Life, My English. We have this segment every day with On the Mic, so make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, everyone, welcome back. It's 5:08 in the afternoon on a Wednesday hump day. Hope you're doing good so far. Hope you're staying warm, and I don't think it's raining anymore, but it's still wet outside, so make sure you pay attention to puddles and slippery areas on the floor. We've got some messages coming in, particularly regarding Jennifer's segment. We had a work-life Busan in the first half, and we went over two stories. One of the stories was about someone named Minji who had a boss or a manager who didn't give her or a team credit even when they won an award. And we had 만학도 영어는 messaging in saying 제가 민지님의 경우라면 리더가 보는 앞에서 팀원들에게 수고했다라고 말하며 제 돈으로 회식을 시켜주겠습니다. 그 모습을 보면 리더가 느끼는 게 있지 않을까요? I think that's a really good response, right? 솔선수범이라고 하죠. Lead by example. Make sure they see that if they're not going to do it, I'll show you how it's done. I think that's a really good response. 만학도 영어님, you always have the mature answer, which is very nice to read. Thank you for sharing. Retronym as well. Welcome to the show, Retronym. How are you doing? Saying 실적을 팀원들과 나누는 건 당연한 건데 공정하게 나누는 게 중요하죠. 라고 하셨어요. Share it fairly. Right. For whoever did, a lot in the work, whoever played a big role, and just to show your appreciation for everyone. And I also asked you today's text topic, which is, what is your favorite type of, vegetable? 근데 나물이죠. 네, 오늘은 정월대보름입니다. 오곡밥과 나물을 먹는 날인데 여러분이 가장 좋아하시는 나물은 무엇인가요? 가 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문입니다. We've got a lot of messages about this, lots of diverse ones. We have 1191번님 saying 사실 저는 채소를 좋아하지 않아서 나물을 잘 먹지 않지만 그나마 먹는 나물은 콩나물과 시금치입니다. You know what's interesting? I've seen a lot of comments where people say they don't really like vegetables, which is fair enough. I have friends who don't like vegetables. I like vegetables. I was a vegetarian for Chung PD's eyes were like, what? For about 2 years, in my teenager years, I didn't eat meat for about 2 years. But then I gave up because I really wanted chicken wings. So 포기했습니다. I have a weak will. And let's have a look here. We had a lot of these coming in. We read 팽수 아빠님's as well. 노루님 says that they used to make a lot of 오곡밥. They used to make 저도 팥도 삶아서 넣어서 오곡밥 지어 먹었어요. 나물도 5가지 친정 엄마가 해주셨죠. 엄마도 포열 애청자입니다. 엄마 고마워요. 노루님's mom, thank you very much for listening to the show. Shout out to you and for making your child such healthy meals all the time. 최고입니다. We also have 포님 saying 나물은 잘 안 먹어서 모르겠네요. 몸에 안 좋은 것만 좋아해요. 달고 짠 거. I feel you. There are times where I just want sweet and salty foods. I don't like vegetables all the time. But as I left my 20s, I definitely crave them a little bit more. 마이클 킴님 saying 저는 시금치 무침 좋아합니다. 얼마 전에 백종원 쌤 영상 보면서 따라해봤는데 아이들이 엄청 맛있다고 좋아하더라고요. That's awesome. Yeah, I follow so many recipes online and they're usually better than my own creations. And if your kids like it, that's awesome. Keep following. That's great. Dad of the year. Good stuff there. 소희님 saying 부산에서 먹었던 콩잎 장아찌 진짜 맛있었는데 서울에는 콩잎이 없어서 아쉬워요. Really? They don't have 콩잎 in Seoul? That's really interesting. I wonder why not. I thought it was quite a common 반찬. I always like the color of 콩잎 장아찌. It looks kind of like 떨어진 낙엽처럼 생겼죠. It kind of looks like it just fell off and they picked it up and they kind of 절여가지고. It's delicious though. It does look a bit like just fallen leaves, but it is very delicious. Drift Monkey Nim as well earlier saying that they're in Tokyo right now. That's amazing. You're on a really long vacation. And then saying spicy cucumber is so good. I really agree. spicy cucumber. 오이김치는 진짜 맛있어요. I love 오이김치. 3865번님 saying, now this one, what is this? 아주까리의 볶음. What is that?
I don't know.
장필이 I have no idea what it is. 아주까리의 볶음. I have no idea what it is. 무우채 볶음. I've never heard of this, so I'm going to have to research what that is. Thank you for sending our brains into research mode. 소희님 also saying, 영국은 칩스라고 하죠. French fries라고 하지 않습니다. That's correct. Although actually, we do say French fries sometimes. You know, if they're like fish and chips, they're chips. 두껍고 좀 큰 감자튀김이라면 칩스라고 하는데 좀 날씬하고 얇은 것이라면 French fries이라고 합니다. So 맥땡에서 먹는 그런 French fries가 있잖아요. 그건 French fries이라고 하는 것 같아요. 기억 안 나요. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've lived in England, but I think we call those French fries if they're thin, and then if they're fat, they're chips. It's very difficult, but still, yeah. 소희님 saying 콩잎 모르는 사람도 많아요. 여긴 깻잎만 있네요. 깻잎 is my favorite. I think it's probably my favorite 반찬. And even when I make like sam with like 고기, I'm always using 깻잎. I don't use 상추. My wife only eats 상추. I only eat 깻잎, so it's great. We get to share. There you go. Anyway, where were we? It's 5:14 in the afternoon. Coming up next, we do have our Quiz Master time. Don't go anywhere. We've got a request song from Michael Kimnim. This is Pierre Rhapsody by Choi Jae-hoon.
이제 눈물 그쳐 나를 봐요 우는 그대 더 아름다워
to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Zooby-dooby, zooby-dooby, bum-ba-da, zooby-dooby, ba-dum-bum. Zooby-dooby, zooby-dooby, 나의 큐파가 stupid man.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It's 5:19 in the afternoon. We just listened to Pierre Rhapsody by Choi Jae-un, requested by Michael Kim-nim. And he messaged saying, 왠지 니기 부르면 엄청 잘 어울릴 것 같은 노래입니다. 절대 않을 것 같은데요. 저는 완전 음치라서 I will destroy that song. So best to keep your memories of this song good and intact. But thank you for the request song. We've got lots of messages about what people like to eat for their 나물. What's their favorite type of, I guess, seasoned vegetable, their 반찬 vegetable. That is today's text topic. 오늘은 정월대보름입니다. 여러분이 가장 좋아하시는 나물은 무엇인가요? Lots of variety here. 제니님 saying, 아까 소희님 얘기하신 콩잎 너무 먹고 싶네요. 저도 그거 낙엽 같다고 생각하는데. Good, it's not just me. I'm not alone in that. Good. Hopefully, I know you're in another country. Find a Kmart. 그 한인 마트가 있지 않을까요? I'm sure you know where it is, but maybe the leaves and the 나물 will be a bit more difficult to find there. We have 최승님 saying, 고구마 줄기 나물 좋아해요. 아니, 고구마 줄기 먹을 수 있나요? Have you ever tried it, Jang PD?
Yeah.
Is it good?
It's good.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Wow, you can eat everything of the 고구마. You know what I love? I love garlic stem. 마늘종? That's delicious. I love it so much. It's so addictive. But I don't find many places that give it to you as like 나물 반찬. So I don't get to eat it often these days. But it's so good. I wish they had more of it. We have here, this is an interesting one. 9085번님, welcome to the show, saying, 정월 대보름에는 건나물을 먹죠. 오늘 먹은 부지갱이 나물이 맛있었어요. 섬숙 부쟁이라고도 한답니다. 건취나물과 비슷하지만 은은한 향이 있어요. 이름이 어렵습니다. It's very difficult. 섬숙 부쟁이. I've never heard of that, but 건취나물 is really delicious. I like that. So I can kind of have a picture in my head. 부지갱이. I'm going to have to look into that. But thank you for your message. I'm learning a lot today. We have 고수님 saying, 제가 좋아하는 나물은 시금치입니다. 참기름 들어간 고소함이 너무 좋아요. Yeah, spinach. Spinach is good. I feel like people, I don't know about Korea, but in England, we are conditioned to love spinach because Popeye eats spinach. Not with 참기름, but you know how Popeye does it. He squeezes the can and it flies into his mouth and then he has these 빵빵 muscles 막 생겨가지고 it makes every young boy want to eat spinach to be like Popeye. 만학도 영어님 saying, 그리고 제가 좋아하는 나물은 미역 초무침입니다. Ooh, that's good. That's really good. I like anything with miyeok in it. Miyeok is just delicious. Really, really good stuff. Everyone else, if I missed it, send it to me again. I want to find out what your favorite type of one is. Lots of people saying 고사리 as well. That's definitely a popular one. If you have any more, let me know. Let me know. Busan Jinim, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Did you say what 반찬 you like? I didn't see. 수덕손님 saying spinach. Spinach is a popular one too. 마늘종. That's it. Yeah. 소희님, thank you, 소희님 saying 마늘종 진짜 맛나요. It's really, really good. Makes my breath smell. But I don't care because it's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. And there are so many varieties. Like 소희님 saying, 나물 종류가 너무 많아서 닉 머리 아프기 시작할 것 같아요. It's difficult to remember. There are so many varieties. I think that's what's really cool about Korean food. Is that there are so many different varieties, especially of vegetables. It's so diverse, which is awesome. All right, so the time is now 5:23 in the afternoon. It is time for our Quiz Master segment. Today's quiz is 부사추. 부산 사투리 추천 받습니다. This is another 머리가 아프기 시작하는 그런 시간이에요. Now, Busan has its own dialect, and the dialect plays an important role in movies and dramas. Today, we're going to have a quiz about this special dialect found only in Busan. 자, 지금부터 저희가 한 표현을 드리겠습니다. 그러면 여러분이 그 표현에 맞는 맛깔스러운 부산 사투리를 보내주시면 됩니다. The more interesting the expression you send, the more likely you are to be the winner. So, what do you have to change into 사투리? Well, here you go. 정월대보름입니다. 오늘 저녁 달을 보고 소원을 빌 준비되셨나요? What's your wish this year if you want to make a wish this evening? 오늘은 꼭 이루고 싶은 나의 소원을 부산 사투리로 바꿔보겠습니다. 예를 들어서 가족들 모두 건강하게 해주세요. 살 빼게 해주세요. 공부 잘하게 해주세요. 취직하게 해주세요. 등등등등 이렇게 바꿔주세요. So, your mission, the competition, the quiz master, you have to change what your wish is for this Lunar New Year first full moon. Change that into a 사투리 phrase. Be creative, but not too creative, because then it's difficult to read. No, I'm joking. Just be as creative as you can. 참여 방법을 알려드리겠습니다. 100원의 이용료가 드는 문자샵 9050 혹은 부산영어방송 카카오톡 메시지 아니면 너튜브 댓글로 참여가 가능합니다. Send me your messages and you could win a pizza. And you know what? I guess pizza is a kind of vegetable, right? The tomato on there, olives, spinach sometimes, 고구마. I say that with gritted teeth because I don't like 고구마 on pizza. Or even bread. It's from like 밀가루, right? And that's from like grain. Is that kind of a vegetable? I don't know. Send me your messages. We're going to take a song break and then we will be back. This is I Just Wanted You by Open Side.
I just wanted you to never change. You're foolish and you're blue, but that's what I like about you. You put me back together when I'm breaking, and that's what I like about you. Yeah, I just wanted you to stick around, 'cause no one's ever seen the good in me like you do. Our secret smiles across the crowded room. To be a ghost, I floated through the world, never getting close, so I'll never get burnt. You came and woke me up with your electricity. Oh baby, can't you see? I just wanted you. I just wanted you. You don't think anything through, but that's what I like about you. Caught me off guard, and I love the way it feels. I used to be a ghost, I floated through the world, never getting close, so I never get burnt. You came and woke me up with your electricity. Oh baby, can't you see? I just wanted you.
That was I Just Wanted You by Open Side. Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 5:28 in the afternoon. We are in the middle of Quiz Master. Today's quiz is 부사추, 부산 사투리 추천 받고 있습니다. Because it is 정월대보름, we are asking you to translate your wishes into 부산 사투리. 오늘은 달에게 빌고 싶은 나의 소원을 부산 사투리로 바꿔보고 있습니다. So, please give me health. Make me into a rich person. Make me a superstar. Please, please. This kind of thing. Changing it into Busan dialect. Interesting. So let's have a look. We have Someonim saying 고마워. 올해는 행복하게 해주이소. 멋있어요. Very good, Someonim. Let's have a look here. We also have 모디가지님 saying 에이 돈벼락 한 맞아볼까? 내 통장에 돈이 감당 안 되게 쌓이도록 해주이소. 아이고 잘하셨습니다. 모디가지님. Very good. 부산아즈님 saying also it's quite difficult. 좀 빡시네. 좀 어렵죠. Yeah, it's quite difficult. Also saying 비나이다 빌다인가요? Okay. I'm starting to understand 사투리. 비나이다 달님께 비나이다. 우리 가족 별탈 없이 오래 잘 지내가도록 살펴주이소. 아이고 좋습니다. 마이크 김님 지는 몸이 쬐게 맹겨져 갖고 한 1년 쉬다 이제 복직하려합니다. 고마 다시는 아빠가 휴직하지 않았겠습니까? 휴직하지 않았습니까입니다. What does that say? You read that, 장PD. 마지막 마이클 김님스. 않았습니까? Okay. 않았습니까? But it says 않았습니까? I'm not even going to try and read that anymore. Please send them to me. #9050 샵 9050, which will cost you 101. A Kakao Talk message or a YouTube live message. Let's have a look here. We have, if I can see here, we have 1970번님 saying 달아 억수로 큰달아 내 소원 알제 어찌거나 딱 5kg만 빼도록 해도 포열 부산이 주는 피자까지만 딱 먹고 내일부터 다이어트 한대. Oh, nice one. That's good. I like that one. Yeah. And 소희님 saying 닉 오늘 끝나고 꼭 맛있는 거 드세요. 오늘 힘드심. 감사합니다. I'm using 200% brain power today. Yeah. Keep sending them #9050 or a Kakao Talk message. We're going to have Melissa come in very, very soon. So until then, keep sending them in. In the meantime, here's the logo.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
I'm loving the glasses today.
Why, thank you.
You know what you remind me of? You remind me of someone in a spy movie.
Oh.
You know, James Bond, he always has the headquarters people from the 70s, you know, relaying in a really good way.
Okay, in a good way. Thank you.
I like that.
Thank you.
I really like that. How are you doing?
I am pretty good, as maybe some of our listeners saw. I ran in last minute because I heard I would come in at Samship 5.
Yes.
Literally Samship 5.
Yes, you heard.
Yeah. So I was out talking to people, you know, doing my highly scientific survey before the show to get input about today's topic.
Right.
And I love doing that.
Yeah.
I love hearing different people's ideas. It's very fun.
You do a lot of field research for this, which is it's great. It's fantastic. Before we move on, I have to ask you. You know, you've lived in Busan for quite a while. How do you know 사투리?
Oh, only a few things.
Only a few things.
Only a few things.
Okay.
Yes.
How would you say? I don't know if you use 사투리 often or not. Not very often.
Not very often. Just a few things. You know, like the ultimate Busan ones, like oregano.
Yeah.
But see, I tried to tone it down because sometimes I used the satori, and then I was told he is oppa. You cannot say oregano to him. So
Okay.
sorry.
Don't be scared. You can probably use it again.
Yeah.
Just, I guess.
If not, wait 10 years and then I can use it more freely.
There you go. Yeah, just get older than them.
Yep, just get older. That's the secret.
We've got some more messages coming, which I'm going to have a look. We have more messages saying how would they say their satori for, you know, make my family healthy, make me rich, your wishes. We have 한상엽님 saying 저는 막 그냥 큰 욕심 없이 작년 맹기로 건강하고 행복했으면 좋겠습니다. 좋겠어요. I don't know. They changed it at the end. Estuknim as well. Welcome to the show. Saying 달님 청취자 모두 건강하게 해주이소. 내한테는 돈도 좀 주고. I like that. Give a little to you and a little to me. I like that. Yeah.
Win-win.
Yeah. Exactly. Michael Kim님 saying 닉을 위해서 한번 빌어볼까요? 둥글고 Oh, I thought you were about to sing the Squid Game song. 둥글고 둥근 달됨. 올해는 우리 닉님이 멜리사님처럼 진짜로 멋진 딸내미를 꼭 낳을수록 Oh my goodness. I didn't realize this was going to be more 설날 잔소리. Okay. Thank you, Michael Kimnim. All right. Any more? Send them to me. But anyway. Hello, Melissa, officially.
Yes, thank you.
Actually, Soinim said, 약간 오늘 CIA elite 요원 느낌. Kind of like an agent, CIA agent. That's what I was thinking.
I'll take it. Okay, CIA agent.
Yeah.
That's where you're going with the, what was it? You said 007?
Yeah.
Something? Or
Yeah.
was it Mission Impossible? I already
007.
forgot. 007.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, before we do that, we have to give the prize.
Yes.
I totally forgot. Oh, we have, okay, chicken coupon, everybody. It's going to go to... 한상엽님께 드리겠습니다. 한상엽님 축하드립니다. Thank you very much, and everyone for your wonderful suggestions as always. And we have prizes every single day. So today I'm very excited to know what we're going to be talking about. What are we going to be talking about? What weird conspiracies and mysteries will we be going over today?
Well, first of all, there is a holiday coming up later this week. Do you know what the holiday is, Nick? Suddenly, you look very deer in the headlights. You look
yes.
very alarmed.
Yes, I know what it is.
What is it?
It is Love Day.
Love Day.
Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Yay.
Good. If you didn't know what it was, well, here's your reminder. Hurry up. It's Friday. Figure
Yes.
something out before Friday. So, I have to know, Nick, when you celebrate the holiday, is it like kind of Western style? And by that, I mean in Canada, in America, and I'm guessing in the UK, both you and your significant other exchange gifts and things on Valentine's Day? Or have you kind of switched now that you're in Korea to Korean style, where, for example, women, your wife, your girlfriend would need to do something for you, and then on White Day, next month, you would return the favor?
Well, we generally do it the Western way, which is both, usually more the guy, I feel, though, like buy flowers and chocolates. 근데 한국에 있으니까 이제 로마에 가면 로마법을 따라야죠. You know?
맞아요.
Whenever I'm doing this, that's what I say to my wife, but she's like, no. No. This is, you know, exchanging gifts to each other. So that's fair enough. I'll do whatever she wants. So, yeah.
So romantic. I'll do whatever she wants.
Yeah.
So romantic.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I'm more of the Western side of that still, because that's in my head. Like, that's Valentine's Day. It's, you know, big acts of love to each other.
Okay. I like how that sounds.
Yeah.
Big acts of love to each other. So today, I want to know from our listeners, and of course, also you, Nick, what is love?
What is love? Baby,
Lady, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. Right? That was Hathaway, 1993.
That is, you knew I was going to sing that, didn't you?
Hey, I love it. I love all the singing. But, you know, Miley Cyrus says, I can buy myself flowers, write my own name in the sand.
Yeah.
So I want to know, what are unconventional, kind of out-of-the-box ways to show someone you love them? Not just chocolates,
You're
not
testing.
just flowers. Or what are other out-of-the-box ways to figure out someone else likes you?
Oh, to figure out if someone else likes me.
Yes, so either to show your love or figure out, ooh, you love me.
Yeah.
What are some out-of-the-box ways?
To show love.
So, you know, for example, like Miley Cyrus, she said she can buy herself flowers. You know, flowers wilt. Say it with beef.
They
you
wilt.
know? Yep,
Yeah.
flowers die.
Yeah.
Beef?
She did it.
That's
Yeah.
protein.
Yeah.
Right there.
I have no idea what's going on.
Kunyuk. Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
you know, for me, I
Yeah.
like flowers, but I kill the flowers. You know, beef is nice. If you want to show your love for someone, it's in the little things.
Like what?
Well, for example, I love an ooey, gooey, cinnamon roll. Are you a cinnamon roll fan?
I'm not the biggest fan of cinnamon.
Really?
계피 맞아요? 계피 cinnamon? Yeah. I don't know. It's okay. If someone gives me a cinnamon roll, I will eat it. But I wouldn't choose it.
This is shocking.
I know.
This is shocking.
I'm more of just a chocolate and 슈크림 kind of guy.
Okay, chocolate and shoe cream. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so then maybe you won't understand this imagery because for me, like a nice, soft, warm from the oven cinnamon roll covered in frosting or icing, whatever you want to call it. And then the cinnamon sugar and the frosting is so thick that when you pick it up, it just drips.
You know what?
Off the side.
I think people from the States have an obsession with cinnamon rolls. You have a whole chain dedicated to cinnamon stuff. And I did try it, and it was rather good. But I guess in England, we don't share the same fascination with cinnamon-covered pastries.
Okay, not cinnamon-covered pastries.
But I admit, it's pretty good.
Yes,
Yeah.
right. And you know what the best part of a cinnamon roll is, right?
Eating it.
But which part?
Oh, the crispy part.
What?
The icing. No? I'm
Okay.
wrong. I don't
Well,
know. I don't know my cinnamon.
Obviously. Okay. So if you just eat the frosting or the icing off the top, that's very much like a child would do that. As an adult, I feel like that's socially unacceptable.
It's like when you eat fried chicken, the skin is the best bit.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
But you don't just eat the skin and then leave the chicken there.
I don't know.
Really?
If the chicken is really 퍽퍽해, like sometimes when you get, sometimes you get chicken like 가슴살, 퍽퍽할 때가 있잖아요. And then you don't want to eat it, but you just eat the delicious fried skin.
Really? I have never wasted chicken like that, but I don't know.
I try not to.
Hey, if this is how we're all living our lives now, maybe I need to think about it.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that.
A friendly stray dog who's hungry and give him the leftover chicken.
That's good.
But for me, the best part is the center of the cinnamon roll.
Is there something inside?
Because it's the softest part. The outside is hard.
That's interesting because it's got to be a difference of opinion because I like crispy textures, but you prefer squidgy textures.
See, I just heard this right now in my highly scientific survey that I just did in the office right before the show. I heard bungeopang, the tail, the kori.
Yeah.
That is the most delicious part because it's crispy. Basak-basak. But for cinnamon rolls, I think most people would agree with me, the center is the most delicious. So I saved that part for last. So only if I really, really love someone would I ever give them the center
So what you're
of
saying
my
is
cinnamon roll.
You'll eat around all the edges and give them the center. I love you.
That's the best part.
Really?
If somebody just takes my center without asking me, I will be enraged.
Wow, you got to get to the center first.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a synonym saying 저는 중앙이 제일 좋아요. The center is the best.
Right?
Synonym. Also, Benny-nim saying, what's love? Love for me is not blind.
Oh.
That is superficial.
Blind. Okay.
That means looks are important.
Well, we're humans.
Yeah. 황 작가님 saying 두 분 찰떡파이. Us? Okay. We're good. Like cinnamon rolls, I guess. We're like sticky cinnamon rolls. And 소희님 saying 생각해보니까 cinnamon 매장 우리나라만 별로 없고 여행 가서 진짜 많이 본 것 같아요. In Korea, there aren't a lot of cinnamon pastries, I guess, compared to other places.
That's true. Definitely they exist in bakeries, but it's not popular, and the amount is definitely not as much.
There is a cinnamon store in Millak.
I see that. That is very exciting.
Really?
I got to get over there.
I like that area. They have loads of cool restaurants popping up there quite a lot. Interesting.
Very trendy.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So for me, showing love is, giving someone the center of my cinnamon roll.
Okay. Have you ever done that?
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I have. It doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's a big sacrifice.
For sure.
It's like the tail on the bungeopang.
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard the flavor doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's the part.
Okay.
If somebody gives you the head, that doesn't mean they love you.
I guess, yeah. Well, I think in Korea, people they like both crispy and both squidgy textures, right? There's a lot of people like...
Squidgy.
Dog is squidgy, right?
Squidgy.
Squidgy, like...
This is a very British word.
You don't say squidgy?
Squishy.
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 But squishy is like, you can press it down, but squidgy is like, you press it down and it rises back up.
Okay.
Squidgy. I don't know.
Still.
That's how I imagine it.
Moist.
Okay.
Squishy.
Don't say that word. Nobody likes that word.
You're one of those, eh?
Yeah, not a fan.
So is there no like food example of like if you do this thing with your food or you sacrifice this food, it shows you really love that other person? There's nothing?
There is. Because whenever I eat with my significant other, I guess as the guy, I like to eat more, so I'm always waiting to see if she'll give me the best bit. Of her foods. If we have ice cream and there's like, something on like delicious topping,
okay,
I'll be like, can I have that bit?
You ask for it.
Sometimes. You got to ask for love sometimes.
So then what if she says no?
Yeah.
That's mine. I want that.
Then we 싸워요. And I 집에 가요. I'm kidding. No, sometimes it has to be
over.
like that.
Next.
Yeah.
Swipe. What's the bad one? Swipe left? Swipe right?
This is a test. I don't use that application, so
I don't either, so
no
I don't
idea.
know. But what's the bad one? Yeah, that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so I've also heard and I've witnessed in Korea, if you love someone on your way home from a night of drinking, so you've maybe with your 친구s, maybe 회식, 술 많이 마시면 stop by 편의점, buy some bread or snacks for your loved ones waiting at home. That shows your love for them.
Yeah, that's good. Do you do that often?
I actually almost never do that.
Okay.
But I've heard in Korea, especially for fathers, that is the way they show their love
좀
for
미안한
their
마음으로.
kids.
I'm sorry for drinking so late. Here's some bang. Here's some
Yes.
bread. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. It might work. Usually, 편의점 bread is not too bad. I feel like. Yeah. It's not. I mean, it's not as good as a bakery's.
Yes,
But they're not open at 2 a.m.
That's true.
Yeah.
It depends on what kind you get. There's a little like chocolate. In America, we call it a Swiss roll, but I'm sure the Swiss would be offended to see that and say, that's not a Swiss
You
roll.
mean the swirly pattern inside?
Yeah, it's got the twisty like cream in there.
They have a lot of food with their name. Swiss cheese as well. With
Yes,
the holes.
that's true.
Drift Monkey him saying, I can't do slimy textures. I think in Western countries more so, slimy textures, there's a bit of an aversion to slimy textures.
Yes, like too much milk in the milkguk.
Yeah.
Ooh,
But now I've
yeah.
been in Korea for so long, I love it. I
Really?
almost drink the meal.
Even when it's really, really long.
I don't mind it. I
See,
like it.
I don't like that because it feels like I'm flossing my throat. I can grab it in the top and I already swallowed it. It's too much.
Like swallowing a wet towel, I guess.
That's great imagery.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway.
It's like that. It's
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
But see, another thing, maybe you'll agree with this one. I felt showing love is giving someone the piece of cake with the most frosting on it.
Oh.
Right? That's
yeah.
like a sign of true love. And so
Yeah.
not just whipped cream icing. Like that's not exciting. You need some cream cheese frosting or some fondant. Oh, that's the really expensive stuff that's on the wedding cakes.
Oh.
So that when they make all the fancy designs like
Yeah.
the roses and whatever, it doesn't melt. If somebody gives you the cake with the most decorations and the frosting on it, that's love.
That's true love. I'd say in Korea more so than I don't see a lot of like icing
Right.
on cakes here. It's
always
more like
whipped cream.
which one has the most fruit on it? Which one has the shine
yes.
musket or the strawberry? You give that one to someone. That's 사랑의 표시죠. That's really showing love.
Yes. I feel like with families, it's probably more common. I just heard fish, if they're giving you the sal off the fish.
That's true. Oh,
That is the true love.
If anyone gives me the sal from the fish, I 진짜 감동받아요. I love it because I'm really bad at taking out, distinguishing the flesh from the bones.
Because there's so many bones.
When you're eating 생선,
everywhere.
right? But then when somebody like gets you a nice fat piece of flesh and they give it to you, it's like, wow, 진짜 사랑이야.
Yes.
Wow, that's good. That's true
Right?
love. Yeah.
True care
I would
and
agree with that.
concern.
That's a good one.
Self-sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
So there's that. And then also I heard, again, these are from my highly scientific survey. How do you feel about 새우?
새우?
How do you feel about 새우?
까주는 거? Like peeling it for someone else?
Yes. The 껍질. Removing the skin from the 새우. Or removing the tails.
I don't like doing it. My wife also doesn't like doing it. So I will sometimes do it, and then she gets really touched.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't have to burn like 500 calories trying to skin those little teeny tiny shrimp. I always feel like I burn more calories taking the skin off than I do eating them.
I know, and then your fingers are all slimy and it's gross. I wish they would like do it for you in advance sometimes.
Yes.
But, yeah, I think that's a good act of love. There's also that thing, Chang PD, what is it? Is it that the 깻잎 논쟁?
Yes.
That's where you know that, right?
Separate
Right.
the gay nip leaves.
Not your girlfriend or your wife or whoever, but they're having trouble trying to pick apart two pieces of 깻잎. Do you hold it for them, or do you just let them do it by themselves? This is a really controversial topic in Korea.
Is it controversial?
It
Shouldn't you
is.
just help them?
Well, that's the thing. Some people see you helping them as showing interest in them in a way. Let
You
them
touch their gay nip, you want something more
It
than
is
just
kind
gay
of
nip. Okay.
indirect contact with your
Okay.
chopsticks. Personally, now I talked about this before, but I didn't understand fully. I thought it was feeding it to them, so I was like, no, that's a bit 좀 이상해. But now I know exactly what it is. I don't care.
Yeah.
You're just helping them for a sec. You're not even touching the same piece as them.
Yes.
Necessarily.
I would say if they're sick, I don't want them to help me. Don't
okay.
touch any gay nip with your chopsticks that you've licked if you were sick. Just stay away.
It takes different discernment. Michael Kim
Yes.
says, 깻잎 논쟁 2부인가요? 새우 까주기. Yeah, so I guess removing the shrimps thing is like the 깻잎 논쟁, right? It's kind of like that. Yeah.
Sign of true love.
Tough stuff.
Right?
Ooh.
Because, well, in English, there's a reason we have the saying, the way to a man's heart is through his stomach.
Get your gloves on and...
Well, now I'm thinking of like a veterinarian procedure.
Yeah.
Maybe not that. Maybe endoscopy is not what we're talking about, but through nice foods,
right? Yeah,
and love through food.
I think that could be true to a lot of things, to a lot of people. Do you cook in your household?
Oh yes,
You're the cook.
Absolutely.
And would you say it wins your spouse's heart?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Even when I cook things that he doesn't like, he usually eats them.
Yeah, you can't expect gourmet food every day, right?
Well,
okay.
Even if it's not gourmet,
Well,
it's not
if it's
being
me.
not being overly picky. Yeah.
So, what are other unconventional ways to show love on Valentine's Day?
Okay, so this is actually the opinion of American children. They were asked, what is true love? How do you show true love? How do you know somebody loves somebody? And so this was a 5-year-old named Elaine. She said, love is when mommy gives daddy the best piece of chicken.
Oh.
See?
Yeah.
People have chicken, I have cake
Yeah.
and cinnamon rolls. I think in Korea, something not related to food is family members show love by cleaning each other's ears. 귀청소.
Oh, 귀를 파주는 거. That's interesting, yeah. Do you do that?
Yes.
Oh.
I've never done that before, but I do it. And, I am fully on board
Yeah?
with this because I get a lot of satisfaction. It's a very odd satisfaction to scrape all the junk out of there and then show my husband, look at what I did. See, I deserve my
이거
고생했어.
봐봐. 귀 관리 좀 해, 제발. It's kind of like popping spots, right? It's that kind of odd satisfaction you might get.
Right?
Yeah.
There's a reason that people are going online and watching nothing but pimple popping
They have
videos.
tens of millions of views and stuff like
Yeah.
that. That's
Weirdly
crazy.
satisfying. Cleaning out the ears is the same thing.
I guess this is not unconventional, but what I would say is a sign of true love. That's at least what I think. True love is not loving someone as soon as you get married. It's in 30 years when your partner is no longer physically as attractive, still loving them.
Okay. It's the choice.
It's staying with them through thick and thin, maybe when they're not looking their best, when they're maybe not as physically able anymore, but still loving them just as much as the first day.
Aww, that's lovely.
I took that from a movie, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
But I agree with it.
Mhm.
I agree with it.
Yes. Here's one. I really agree with this one. And I think this works across cultures. According to Noelle, who's age 7.
Oh, expert.
Yeah. Love is when you tell a guy you like his shirt, then he wears it every day. I could not agree more.
That's so sweet.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like that only applies when dating, though.
Yeah.
Because once you're married, then people are wearing clothes that are like so old and
Yeah.
grungy. And then you got to resort to empty threats. Like, if you wear that shirt one more time, I'm going to put it in the paper shredder.
I know.
Right? You gotta have all the threats.
I guess when you're married, you start playing devil's advocate a little bit more.
Maybe.
You start, hey, honey, I really like this shirt on you. 그럼 안 입을래 이제. I don't want to wear it anymore. Right?
Let me throw it away.
We have 최승님 saying 치킨은 닭다리 주는 게 사랑이죠. Oh, I guess you like the chicken legs the most.
Chicken legs.
Okay.
Yes. Popular choice.
Drift Monkey saying you've got to be vulnerable for someone to clean your ears.
Yes.
I like it. I've had trauma from that before.
Oh.
Someone's done it for me before and they went a bit too far. And it was a bit painful.
Oh, so it's
But,
okay. Yeah, you've got to make sure they're a little gentle and skilled.
Yeah.
You got to practice.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that one.
These were really interesting. We've had lots of unconventional ways to show love. And thank you for reminding us that Valentine's Day is in 2 days.
Yes.
On Friday.
Friday. So if you didn't prepare things, I mean, at least wear the shirt that people like, you know, give them gay nip, the
Yeah.
tail on the bungabang,
Yeah.
etc.
There you go. You heard it here. The best tips to show love in cute ways, especially from the young kids. Melissa, thank you so much for bringing us this great advice for such an important day. And
Yes.
I hope you have a wonderful, romantic, ear-cleaning day of love.
Not sure about the ear cleaning, but I'll try my best.
All right, I'll see you next time.
Yes, we'll see ya.
All right, everyone, we've got to end the show here. Thank you so much for participating. I wish I could read all your messages, but do come join me for tomorrow's episode where we'll have a lot more fun. Have a wonderful, safe, and dry evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Your Bridge to the World. BEFM Busan 영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는